Hi Paula, hi Real Women of Philadelphia. This is Sean again. I'm back this week for Appetizer Week to show you a new appetizer. And one of my favorite sandwiches is a Reuben sandwich, and I thought why not bring all of the elements of the Reuben sandwich together in a nice warm dip with the combining ingredient of the Philadelphia cream cheese. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do is take our cocktail bread that I found in the deli. It's pumpernickel, which is a variation of rye. It's just a little sweeter, which our Reuben sandwich typically goes on rye bread. All you gotta do is take these cute little slices. Aren't they cute? I don't have a mini toaster, so I'm just gonna put them on a baking sheet and line them up here. Set your oven to about 350 degrees. And also want to quickly mention my lovely friend. She's letting me borrow her kitchen today, and she's filming for me. She's such a sweetheart. And so we'll just get these all lined up, and then what you want to do is you can take some Pam olive oil, spray, shake it up, give them a good spray so they get a little bit of a crisp to them. So, just like that. Now I'm going to get the rest of these on the dish, and we're going to throw them in the oven and get our dip started. Alright, so I'm going to put our dip in this pretty cast iron skillet. It is about a 9-inch skillet. If you don't have a 9-inch cast iron skillet, you can use any type of a pie form or anything like that that can go in the oven. I'm going to throw this in the oven right now to get it pre-warmed. It's going to give it a nice like sear on the bottom. So I'm going to throw that in the oven while our toast is still cooking. Alright, so to start off this dip, I went ahead and I got about 8 ounces of pastrami from the deli. Now, Reubens can either use corned beef or pastrami. I'm a pastrami gal, and all I'm going to do is give this kind of like a good coarse chop. We're going to get it all chopped up nice, put it in our bowl. Okay, so I went ahead and I chopped up all the pastrami. We're going to add it to our bowl here. And I just love the Reuben sandwich because I got addicted to it when I was pregnant with my second. It has all the combination of ingredients that I love. The peppery pastrami, the vinegary sauerkraut. It comes together with some melted cheese on a nice piece of toasted rye. Speaking of cheese, I'm going to show you, we've got some deli sliced Swiss cheese. Now, this is a secret, but I don't know if you've ever noticed that processed cheese doesn't really melt as good as fresh cheese. So go ahead and get your cheese from the deli. It's going to make that melt so much more nice together. So we're going to just chop this up just like we did our pastrami and throw that into the bowl. Alright, so the cheese is ready to go. Got it all chopped up. I'm going to throw it into our bowl with the pastrami. Next thing we're going to do is get our sauerkraut over here. Let me finish putting the cheese away. And I'm going to go with about half a can of the sauerkraut. And I went ahead and drained it, so you want to make sure you do that beforehand. So I'll just do about half a can. And I'll save the rest for later so I can eat it all by itself. Just kidding. Okay, so we got the sauerkraut in there. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to use our Kraft Thousand Island. I love this stuff. I even have used the fat-free kind. It's still even amazing, but I went ahead and got the full, richer, creamier version. So I'm going to throw about a 1/4 cup in there. Just get it all in. Maybe a half a cup. Why not? Alright, and the last thing we're going to do to put this all together is I'm just going to cut up the cream cheese. It's room temperature. And this cream cheese is going to really stick everything together and bring it into a nice dip. I'm just going to make it into 8 little wedges. Throw that in there. And then we're going to give it a nice mix, get it all combined. We're going to throw it into our heated skillet and then put it back in the oven at about 350 for another 20 to 25 minutes. Look at those colors coming together with the pastrami. Just try to get that cream cheese all blended in there if you can. Ooh, that looks so good. So our skillet's been in the oven for a couple minutes. It's getting nice and hot. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out, and then we're going to put that dip into the skillet. Alright. There we go. And we're just going to put that in here. Ooh, can you hear that cheese sizzle? That is good. Ooh, I wish you could smell it. It smells awesome. The peppery pastrami with a nice vinegary, almost like salty sauerkraut, the creamy cream cheese, and the gooey Swiss cheese all together. That's going to give it a nice crispness on the bottom, as well as it's going to crisp up on the top too. So get that kind of mixed in there. Throw it back in the oven. Alright, so we're just going to throw this in the oven at 350 for about another 20-25 minutes. There's no raw ingredients in it, so it's just going to make it so it's nice and bubbly and cheesy. Put that back. Okay, so it's been 23 minutes, and I'm going to pull this out of the oven. You're going to see how nice and bubbly and cheesy it is. Oh yeah. Take a look at that. Isn't that pretty? You can just smell it. Then I've got my toasted pumpernickel slices here. If you can find rye, more power to you. I could only find the pumpernickel. I'm dying to dig into this right now, but I think I'm gonna like burn off my tongue if I eat it. So I'm just gonna let it cool for a minute, and then I'm gonna dig in. And this dip is a lot like an artichoke dip. It's got that creamy texture. Oh my goodness, can you see that? Wow. Woo. Is that not? Woo. So good. I'm scared. That is so good. All I need is a nice bag of potato chips and a dill pickle. And I've got myself a deli right here. Thanks for watching.